If you run a business, you are in the business of profit. And whether you like numbers or not, if you intend to run a profitable business, which is the reason you get started in business, you need to stay across your business finances. Now, I'm an accountant by trade, so I love numbers, but I get that you might not. So, in today's episode of the Clarewood podcast, I'm going to share with you 3 hacks to simplify managing your business finances. As I shared in the intro to today's episode of the podcast, I'm a qualified accountant by trade. I'm a certified practicing accountant or a CPA. So I love numbers. I love to look at my business finances and I love to support my clients with their business numbers as well. However, I get that not everyone is built like me. And that a lot of people, perhaps yourself included, feel really overwhelmed about where to get started with profit, loss, budgeting, cash flow, taxes, all of the things. So, what I want to do is share with you some hacks to simplify managing your business finances. These are things that you can go and put into place and make the whole process a lot easier. Alrighty. Hack number 1, set yourself regular money meetings. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen me having my regular money meetings. If you don't follow me on Instagram, why not? Go and follow me now. I'm Clare_Wood_coach. That's CLARE_Wood_coach. I share a lot over on Instagram. So come connect with me, drop me a DM, say hi. I digressed off what I was saying. So I was saying that I share on Instagram my money meetings. Now, I have money meetings in lots of different areas. I also have them in the area of my personal finance. But for today, I'm going to hone in on the business finance money meetings. So every single week, I have a 15-minute meeting with my bookkeeper. That's it. As little as 15 minutes a week, you can be across your business finances. So I used to always have these on a Monday morning, but I'm now having them on Tuesdays. And in this 15-minute meeting, I sit down with my bookkeeper and we have a look at my cash flow. We also check in and make sure that, I have enough in my tax savings account and a few other bits and pieces that we look at. If you've done my course, the Profit Academy Foundations, you will know I go through the entire framework of exactly what we cover in those meetings. But for now, I want you, if you don't already do this, to go into your calendar and set some time aside regularly to sit down and look at your business finances. As I said, I do this every single week for 15 minutes. And I also do a monthly meeting, which is a bit longer. Maybe for you at the moment, that seems a little bit too much or too overwhelming. But what I want to do today is empower you to set some sort of meeting in place. Even if at this stage it's just once a month, do you know what? If you're not sitting down and looking at your money at all, once a month is better than what you're currently doing. And then what you can do is increase the frequency over time. So, what is the benefit of having regular money meetings? The process of having regular money meetings is to make you feel empowered with your business finances. If you are someone that doesn't love spreadsheets, that doesn't love accounting, that gets overwhelmed by it all, ignoring the problem is not going to make it go away. It's too much. I'll just pretend it's not happening. That actually will make the problem worse because you might end up with a tax debt, or you might end up with payments that are really outstanding. And instead of it being something simple to rectify, it becomes a much bigger problem. So I really encourage you to go into your calendar and set the time aside. Actually, set up the meeting times now so that you have those dedicated times to get in and have a look at your business finances. A little tip that I have for you here, because even though I'm a bit of a numbers nerd, my husband, not so much. So think of a way that you can make these money meetings fun. My hubby has his favorite coffee shop that he loves to go to. So we often will have our money meetings at his favorite coffee shop. I've even had one with him at the pub. So he was sitting having a beer while we spoke about business finance. What's a way that you can make this process fun for you? Can you, go and get yourself your favorite milkshake? Can you go and have the money meeting in a park or looking out at the beach? How can you make the process a little bit more enjoyable? Another thing that I do is that I have a dedicated book. It's my money meeting book. It's a beautiful pink book. And that's where I take my notes. It's where I keep a track of the actions that I'm going to take from the meeting. And it's just another little, fun way of enjoying the process of managing finances. Alrighty. That is hack number one to simplify managing your business finances. Number two, and this kind of follows on from the money meetings, which is set yourself up with the right systems. The reason why people fail in staying across, be it their business finances or any other area, is they don't have a process or a system in place. So set yourself up for success by having systems in place. The reason I don't end up with a big unexpected tax bill is because I have a process in place to put money aside regularly in my business. I've got a separate account, the money goes in there, and there's never any tax surprise or, how am I going to come up with this money? The process is in place and the process works. Also, make sure that you have an accounting system. Now, I know this is a bit of a bugbear for people, particularly in the early stages of business. And I'm not saying that right from the outset, you do have to have an accounting program in place necessarily. However, if it was me, I absolutely would. There's so much power in having a great accounting system that you can go and run reports, that you can check how your business is progressing. Now, I'm not at all affiliated, but my favorite accounting program at the time of recording is Xero. I know it's not the cheapest platform out there. Like I said, this is not sponsored or anything, but from my many, many years of working in accounting and in small business, it is my favorite platform for me personally to use. So get yourself the systems, the accounting programs, whatever it is that you need to support yourself to succeed. Another thing that I have my foolproof spreadsheets that I use. I have created these spreadsheets in Excel. I teach these inside my course that I mentioned earlier, Foundations. I share these actual spreadsheets with my students, but make sure that you've got tools that help you to make decisions, that help you to have visibility over what the heck is going on inside your business. If you don't have systems, if you don't have visibility, of course, you're going to feel overwhelmed and intimidated when it comes to looking at your business finances. So set yourself up for success. Another example of a really cool tool, you're going to think I'm such a dork, but if you're sticking around here, you've probably already figured that out. I have a tool that is an ROI calculator, or a return on investment calculator. Again, It's something that I've created, and I use it when I'm making decisions in my business. So, for example, if I'm looking at hosting a live event, a retreat, I will go and plug the numbers into this spreadsheet and check, hey, is this investment going to be profitable? How much money am I expecting to make off the back of this investment decision? Again, just another tool to another system to support me to make smart decisions when it comes to money in my business. So, question for you. I want you to take a moment now, have a bit of a think. Do you feel like the systems and processes that you have in place currently are set up to support you to succeed when it comes to managing your business finances? If not, let this be a little prompt to nudge you gently in the right direction of getting those things in place. Future you will thank you. And the final hack that I want to share with you today to simplify managing your business finances is make sure that you have your finance dream team. Now, it's not surprising that business owners get overwhelmed when it comes to managing business finances, particularly if you don't come from an accounting background like I do. And this, my friend, is why you need to ensure you are surrounded by people with expertise in this area. There are a number of different people that you may need in your finance dream team, and different people play a different role. So, even though I'm a qualified accountant by trade, I am not practicing as an accountant now. So, a few times people have asked me, can you be my accountant? I no longer practice as an accountant. I've hired my own accountant, and I am certainly, I've never been an expert in the space of tax. I'm not up to date on the tax legislation. So, I need to get expert advice to support me in that area of my business. And you do too. So, who are the various people that you might need to support you in your business finances? Some examples: an accountant, as I spoke about, and possibly a tax advisor. They may or may not be the same person. You might also need a bookkeeper, someone to actually go and support you in processing the transactions or your payroll. You might also want to have a business coach. Again, for me, this has been a critical role for me in my own business growth journey. Having someone on the outside, not necessarily an expert in managing business finances, but someone who is an expert in helping you to grow your revenue or sales, because that is a big component of your business profitability. Are you working with someone to keep you motivated, keep you on track, give you ideas around how to drive new sales in your business? You might also need other roles. I go a lot deeper on this inside my course, but an example of this might be a financial planner. Maybe you need someone in the space of your personal finances to give you advice around how to best structure your business to support your personal wealth creation and growth. So, who you need in your finance dream team will change at different stages of your business journey. But for now, what I want you to do is really think about, am I supported by my finance dream team? Can you go and do an audit of the people who are supporting you to succeed in business right now? Can you do an audit of your finance team? Go through anyone that helps you with your business, with your money, and see if they are your soulmate fit for this stage to support you to grow to that next level. I really want to support you to grow your most successful, profitable business. So go and get your financial ducks in a row. If you are enjoying these tips, if you are enjoying this episode about business finances, make sure you come on over on Instagram and join my broadcast channel. It's free, and I pop in there all the time with little tips and hacks like this to support you. So come connect with me on Instagram. As I mentioned earlier, Clare, CLARE _wood _coach. And come join my broadcast channel called Money Talk, where I share a lot more tips on the regular. There'll be a link in the show notes for today's episode. So, just a quick recap on today's episode. It's really imperative as the CEO of your business, as the owner of your business, that you are across your business finances. No one else is accountable but you. And the whole reason you got started in business is to create more profit, more freedom in your life. So make sure that you do invest the time in this space to become an expert manager of your business finances. And the couple of little hacks that I shared today. Number one, set yourself up regular money meetings. Number two, make sure that you've got the right systems in place, both the actual accounting program system and also your internal processes around how you stay across your finances. And number three, make sure you're supported. Get yourself your soulmate finance team so that you give yourself the best possible chance of success. Thanks so much for tuning in today's episode of the Clarewood podcast. If you enjoyed this one and think your audience will also connect with it, benefit from it, please make sure you share it with them. And don't forget to tag me so I can come on over and say a big thank you. I genuinely appreciate you tuning in and listening to the podcast. So thank you for taking the time to join me today. And I'll chat to you again next week.